So the car's been in an accident, as you can tell. I just ripped the bumper off of it, and the reason being, we're trying to replace basically the radiator, but to replace the radiator, of course, we have to be able to move the condenser back, and the condenser cannot move back because of this member here, this cross member that run alongside the front of the car, because it's bent and it's preventing this from moving. So some type of body work involved in this job. I didn't plan on this. I charged the man for just regular labor hours for this job, so I guess we're gonna have to call him up and discuss this issue. All right, so let me see what I gotta do to remove this entire brace. Looks like a few fasteners. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get to all of them. Some of them pretty compromised there, but we'll see what we can do to make that happen. Okay, so she's out. Definitely not without a fight, and this is everything that I had to go through. All the bolts, maybe -2 around the radiator, all broke off. As you can witness there, one broke. This didn't break, but it came with the nut. Broke. That one also came with the nut. That one came with the nut. This was the most difficult one for me. That one broke also. This one I literally had to break the fan, like where the fan connects to the radiator. I had to use a hammer. This one I meant. And that's why you see it mangled like this. I had to use the pry bar with that hammer to just basically trying to break it off, because it was rounded off. Is it that one? No, this one. One of these things, doesn't matter. Yeah, it was this one. So you can see all of the rust in here. I mean, this is just, you know, that's when you understand why certain shops do not touch cars more than 20 years old. If I was up north, it doesn't even have to be 20 years old. I mean, this is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't know how people fix cars up north. This is insane. I mean, you will have to pay me time and a half for every 1 hour of doing this type of work up north, because it wouldn't be fair to a mechanic, honestly. It just wouldn't be fair. So anyway, the body work, I'm gonna leave that to him to take to a shop. Again, I had to just do some body work in order to extract the radiator, because this had to kind of come back, pull back a little bit to give me some slack or some room. But as far as like putting it back together, trying to straighten these things out, I'm not doing any of that. I'm just gonna, because I already charged him for what I charged him for the radiator, which is just calls for 2 hours according to the book. So yeah, again, one of them broke right there. I'm just gonna put the new radiator in, fill it up with some coolant, make sure the system is bled, and just leave the car as is, and let them take it to a body shop and let them deal with the rest of this, because this is, you're not paying me enough to touch these things right here. This is an insane job right here. Alright guys, that's the new radiator. It's not going to be easy to put in, because not only do you have to maintain, not only do you have to push the fans back, you got to hold them back, lift them a little bit, push the fan back, lift it a little bit, you know, to create room for the radiator to be able to fit, because it has to clear, I guess, the snout, you could call it. So that's what we're going to go do. The part number right there, if somebody's interested, right there. And what is the brand of this thing? I'm not sure. It just come from a local store here. PBI, Pacific Best PBI. And that's the part number right there if you're interested. Alright, let's go ahead and fiddle with this thing. There was no radiator cap. Not sure where the radiator cap is. And the muffler is cut off. So that's the noise you're hearing. I'm I'm going to turn it off because I don't want to lose my coolant because the radiator has no cap. They didn't tell me that.